Hello everybody, Wolfie Extras here. Today we're going to be talking about the geode X Chamber Trials teams. Okay, no, I'm not Wolfie. But the event is happening on the 22nd of November, or at the moment, from what I'm seeing, tomorrow. And I would like to do some predictions, so like, without further ado, let's just do that, because the teams are very, very interesting. So I think the event will be a very fun watch. Even if you don't watch me, maybe you could watch someone else and have like a lot of fun. The first team I'm gonna be talking about is the Swift Striders. Two people have been substituted out, and it just happens it's the two people we're gonna be discussing first. For Jacob Katz, we have Kaffel. Kaffel is a weaker player than Jacob, but I think he's still a very, very good player to have, especially with the event experience. Kaffel is one of the 3 players that have played Chamber Trials before. So, you know, he already has an advantage. He'll do well, but to be fair, his PP can be shaky and he does slow bridge. So then we have Devilish, who will be replaced by Spill, which I think they're at similar skill levels, just Spill is a tiny bit better. Reaper, from what I could tell, he's the best PPR of the team. He has nice movement, he just can be careless at times, but with the team, I think they can, like, hold him back. He can be a good IGL. And then, last but not least, Friel Klike. He's okay. He's a bottom frag, but he's not the worst bottom frag. Be on the lookout for him. He can be underrated. In any team game, they'll perform nicely, and later on you'll see I predict them high in PvP, but PvP games might go south, and Flow State I don't think will be the best game. Next up we have the Fearless Foxes, consisting of Linus, Artie, Boocraft, and Aqua before I even say anything else. This is my favorite non-Geo team, which is one of the last 4 teams, because that's all people that I know. That's my favorite non-Geo team. I think it's made very well. The chemistry is going to be awesome. It's going to be a great PvP. Linus, he's a sweat. He uses left hand in Minecraft. That's all you need to know. But generally, his move is nice. PP is cool, and he's one to watch out for. Best player of the team. And next up, we have Artie, and he looks like a player of decent skill. His strengths seem to be parkour, and he has quite a good reaction time. And PP is not the weakest. It's like in the middle of the pack. Boocraft is next, and he's the multi player. I think in events he'll place true neutral because he is not weak at anything, but also not like the strongest at something. And lastly, we have Aqua, who is the bottom frag of the team, but he's not the worst, honestly. His PP is a bit shaky, but it's not bad. It's comparable to Boocraft, but his weakness is parkour. I think they'll actually fare well in soccer and potentially do well in PvP games, but I am unsure about their bow game, and Gold Rush could be weak. Next on our list is the Bold Blazes, consisting of Snow, Cyanist, CJ, DJ Gamer, and Hawk. Me oh my, this is a strong team. Snow is like a good player from my experience. Cyanist looks like a very strong player. It's gonna be not a battle, but like it's between these 2 players for them to be IGL. CJ DJ Gamer is inconsistent and unpredictable, but he's not the worst at his worst, and his best is actually kind of good, so beware of this player. And lastly, we have Hawk. He is the very much needed person to balance out the team, but he's not bad. It's obvious that their strongest aspect is PP, so if they find a consistent IGL and CJ has a good day, this team could be deadly. So for now, I'll predict them 4th, and as I said, they'll do well in anything PvP. I am not sure about their movements. Next up, we have the Slimy Slimes. This team, I have no clue. Like, Pika, I've watched one of their videos. They seem to be about decent. Sui is actually a person that could sneak in a good performance. But the rest, I have no clue. I'm predicting them last. People said they will be last, but beware, they might do well, surprisingly. Then next up, it's my team, the Allied LAs. I'm very happy we got the sign color, but this team consists of me, Phil, Super CNM, Leah, and Xavier. I, of course, am a jack of all trades. I am a background player, and I can be good, but I'm inconsistent, and I might underperform. I also wrote in the doc, self-doubt does not do him any favors, which fuck you past me, but sure, whatever. Super CNM is next, and he's a gem of a second frag. That's my words. I really am happy to have him as a second frag because he's good. He's extremely good in PP, and although I do not know about event PP, which is a bit different, I reckon he'll do well. Leah is a player that underestimates themselves, and they are quite well versed all around. But I think Leah's big strength is like puzzles and knowledge, so I think Gold Rush and Chains will be the best game. And then Xavier is the bottom frag, but he can't put up a performance. We actually did team practice, and he didn't do the worst, so I'm actually kind of pleased with that. I'm curious to how he'll perform during the event itself. In my opinion, this team can be strong, and their skills can be all around, but I think, again, self-deprecation, I think I'm going to crack under the pressure, and I think we're going to place 5th. But this team will be kind of good in Gold Rush and Quick Draw, and Parkour could be good. Like, if Leah and Xavier improve a tiny bit, Flow State could be a very, very strong game for us. But Mad Dash, it might be weaker. I'm inconsistent, as I said. Also, Soccer may go poorly. Next up, we have the Spirited Squids, consisting of Mad, Gabe, Angel, and Slime. Gabe, he was here until he wasn't. And now Milky is taking his place, which it's a significant nerf, okay? Like, look, Milky was okay. He has not played Minecraft in a while, so he's definitely the bottom frag of the team. He might get picked off early, it might not go well, but it does honestly balance out for the team. Then we have Slime. Slime is actually a very good player. People underestimate him severely, like, he's way better than most people think. As long as his 4 AM brain doesn't mess up, he'll be potentially top 10. I reckon he'll do well in Blitz and Quick Draw, with a decent Mad Dash. Mad is a player that is often slept on. He's a well-balanced player, and I don't think he has a weakness. It's just the only negative is he has not played Minecraft in a while because he's been focused on IRL things. But I think he'll still do well. He definitely has that skill from before. Next, we have Angel, which is a stable team player, which is good at PvP. And with this team, I think he's at his strongest, honestly. I really like his team, and I really reckon that he could lead this team. I really hope that like the first few games go well for him, so he doesn't get demoralized. Because if that happens, this team could definitely become first. I'm gonna predict them 3rd for now, but I see them as dark horses. They could go all the way. They'll do phenomenal in any team game. And more notably, Gold Rush, Soccer, and Quick Draw. Chains, not so much. And Flow State could be suboptimal. The last team is my favorite Geo team, and it's the Wicked Witches with Zaz, East, Jaded, and Bin. Before I say anything, this team is winning. East and Jaded already played like Chamber Trials, Patreon events. They have the experience, GG's. Like, and besides, the chemistry is out of the world. It'll go very well for them. We have Jaded, which of course, strongest player in event. He has the most experience, of course, because he already played Chamber Trials. And actually won at Chamber Trials with East and Kaffel, actually. He has no weak points. That's also something. Next up, we have East, which he can be inconsistent. And whilst talking about East, I'm also going to be talking about Zaz because they're both similar. They can be inconsistent. They are ones to underestimate themselves. But with this team, I think they're just going to focus on having a good time and subconsciously do well. And last but not least, we have the Win Ransom. Like, it's Win Ransom, like they're winning. It's over. But no, he has a bottom frag, but he has plot armor. So yeah, I reckon Flow State and Gold Rush will be very, very good for this team, especially with the experience. Mad Dash could also go wrong, but that's just speculation. And for the last team, we have the Playful Pigs, consisting of Exxon, Blaze for Days, the person I'm rage baiting, and Taro. First, let's talk about Goblin. So Goblin is gonna have to put himself together for this team. Like, it's not a bad team. It's actually quite a well-versed team. It's just, Goblin has to IG out very well to get this team to the top. Otherwise, it's not gonna go well. I reckon his strength will be Gold Rush, since he's a speedrunner and he'll have amazing problem-solving skills, and a quick reaction time. Then we have Taro, which is a player people overrate, but I reckon Taro, with the guidance of Goblin, can live up to that expectation, if not surpass it. Then we have Exxon and Blaze, which I'm not certain for either of them, but I reckon they're both like kind of comparable to Zaz, maybe a tiny bit weaker, but they're not bad. None of them are bad. none of this team is bad. It's just, on average, they're weaker. For now, I'm placing them 7th. Given that one person is necessarily bad, as I said, I reckon they'll do well in Gold Rush. And for the rest, I don't know. We just have to see on the day itself. And now for the predictions, as you can see here. Just take a look. Maybe you'll find yourself here, maybe not. I think Jaded will place first. Of course, it makes sense why. Then Linus, Angel, Snow, me, Super, Slime, Goblin. Why Slime higher than Goblin? Because I'm trying to rage bait Goblin. Sui, East. That's the rest. And I think the Wicked Witches, as I said, are gonna be first. Swift Rider second. Spirited Squid's third. Bold Blaze is fourth. Us 5. The Fearless Fox is 6th. Playful Pig 7th. And Slimy Slime's 8th. People that see themselves lower and think like, what? I'm gonna do better than that. I'm bringing back the phrase. Prove me wrong. Do better than I expect you. Beat my fucking predictions into a pulp and spit on it. Do your best, and most importantly, have fun. The individual games, I also made predictions for those, but I took them a bit less seriously. I went for a bolder approach for them, and decided to make some surprise placements. So let's start with Mad Dash. First place, of course. It's not a surprise I placed Jaded. He played this map already a few times. Same with Catfall. I think I'm gonna do good, but that's just purely because I'm decent at parkour. And compared to the rest, I think I might do better. But definitely this could be an overconfident pick. I could easily place 16th, and then there goes my morale. Then 4th, I think Sui will sneak in a top 6 finish in a game, despite having a weak team. And then I think Angel, and then East, of course. So they'll do well. I don't know about Ben, I don't know about Zaz. They're probably gonna do weaker, that's why I placed them 3rd. Swift Shredders, they're in general a good team, so I'm placing them 1st. The Spirited Squids, also in general good team, so I'm placing them 2nd. And that's the rest. Flow State. I think I'm actually gonna do quite well in Flow State. Again, I'm being overconfident. I'm gonna get, put down, dethroned, and then I'm gonna cry. Because I'm not that good. But yeah, it makes sense that Jay, Cathal, and East are gonna be, the people in the top, since they played these games before. Then 4th, I think it's gonna be Goblin. He's gonna do well individually. He's a good parkour player, and unlike Mad Dash, which is a course, he's not good at speed pads and jump pads and things like that, but he is good at raw parkour, so I think Flow State will go well for him. And Artie and Mad are both these middle of the pack players that I think will ball out in this game. I really hope that this happens, that a player that is, considered to not be a top frag, for them to place top 6 in a game. That would be awesome. Chains. So, Chains, as I said, 3rd place is going to be tied. There are no individual leaderboards for that because everyone gets split points. But I think Swift Riders will go the furthest. The Spirited Squids will get 2nd, and those are the rest of the predictions. I really hope. It doesn't have to be us, I'm just predicting us because it's the most likely for us, the allies, and Wicked Witches to get equal points. But I really hope at least someone just gets equally as far and get equal points. It will be fun. Then we go with Blitz, first BP game. Yeah, Linus is gonna ball out, Reaper is gonna ball out, Super is gonna ball out, Sono is gonna ball out. These are good PvP players, And this is raw PvP, it's not gonna be building and shit like that. So I think Cathal will also be good at that, given 1st place Swift Riders. Then, since the Spirited Squids are very well balanced, I'm placing them 2nd. Wicked Witches 3rd, because of course the experience, and they're actually quite a good team. 4, with competence of Linus, I think he could do very well, especially if Linus really embraces that IGL role and leads his team. They can place higher than. Same with Bold Blazes for either Snow or Sinus. And then Skyfest. Skyfest is a bit different than Blitz because there's bridging, but I think Jay will really ball out here. He's a good player when it comes to utilizing miscellaneous items and bridging. Then I think Linus 2nd, Sinus 3rd, Snow 6th, and Spill and Reaper on the 4th and 5th spot. Here are the predictions. Going further, I think Swift Shredders will do best in soccer, followed by the Fearless Foxes. Bold prediction, but I think their chemistry will it will bring them places. Then Gold Rush, putting up bold predictions for the Playful Pigs, putting them 4th. And Quick Draw, I think, of course, the 2 players that have played this before and did like extremely well will do well. Sneak in Slime, I suspect he could do quite well. And I like Bose. That's literally the only reason I am here. I like Bose. So if you had any doubts about my predictions being in any way, shape, or form valid or like unbiased, yeah, no, just don't trust them. And then there's also Sui, just to top it off. And that is it for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see each other tomorrow. And I'm curious to see your predictions as well. Who do you think will win? Who do you think will place top 5? Which players do you think will do well in which games? Let me know. In the meantime, bye-bye.